right, thank you. May I have a motion to come back into public session?
I'll make a motion.
A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. While we're in private executive session, no motions were made and no votes were taken. May I have a motion to accept the attorney's recommendation?
I'll make a motion.
A second?
Second.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that item is done. I know, Mr. Timniak, you have to leave. You're not going to be joining us for the tour.
I have a 5 o'clock appointment I have to be at, so.
Okay, if you have a few minutes, since the tour of Mill Hill is next and it is about Mill Hill, I thought I might offer a couple of thoughts. In our packet, we had the responses from the superintendent. Just a couple things along this before we head out on the tour. We do have to discuss some answers on this, and I certainly came up with a number of questions as I went through this.
Yeah, I've got a few too.
In terms of what was taking place, so I'm not quite clear on what was intended here, and we definitely, what's the best approach for doing this? My first thought was I'd follow up directly with the superintendent on my questions, but I want to include you guys in it, so I don't know how to, what's the best way to do that?
I'm happy to submit my set of questions, the follow-up set of questions based on these responses. I'm happy to send that to you via email. A bunch of them are just clarifications, and it's, you know, I've got maybe 5 or 6 questions, bullet points along the way to, you know, to get a little further.
Since at this time of year, it's tough to just set up a meeting and have everybody get together. Perhaps maybe, Chris, if that works for you, if you could submit those to me.
Sure.
We'll submit those questions
Yeah.
in one batch. And maybe coming out of that, we might have a need to have a face-to-face, but at least let's start with that so we can keep the process moving along.
Sure.
Right, is the general intent, as long as we have questions answered, to have this on our agenda 2 weeks from, is it 2 weeks from yesterday or 2 weeks from Tuesday? Because I think we're moving things around,
I
right?
think it's the 15th.
Um,
Yes, was it Tuesday?
The
not
15th,
Wednesday?
I
We
think.
moved it up to Tuesday,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think it's, I'm going to leave that to, frankly, the will of the board. I think that we want to move things forward. As I, read some of the comments back in the paper, which I'm going to assume are reasonably accurate at the moment, I was a little bit concerned that one of the comments said that other boards were trying to do the Board of Ed's job. I want to be absolutely clear from my perspective, and I believe from our perspective, our comments have all been asking for a plan so we could understand the justification for different size levels for the building. So the way I'd phrase it is we have been clearly asking the Board of Ed to do their job and present to us a rationale for that. And I just wanted that clear because I saw that comment in the paper and that didn't make me feel comfortable.
I would sort of piggyback that by saying I believe we are doing the job of the Board of Selectmen by thoroughly reviewing this to every extent, and we simply have not got the information we wanted, and there's been a lot of communication in different directions, which has caused confusion here, which has made us ask for that. And to Kevin's point, I guess the intent would be to have it on the agenda for the 15th, depending upon the answers of the questions we get.
Sure.
If, they can answer the questions, but if they don't work.
Yeah, I think that the other role for the Board of Selectmen is our role in leaders of the town, is we've got a Board of Ed that has one vision or version of what they want, and we have a Board of Finance that has some concerns about that and has been suggesting some alternatives. I think the extent that we can help those two boards agree so that things can move forward smoothly and quickly, that would be our best option. So I'm going to ask us to look at it from that standpoint. How can we help the town come up with kind of one agreement on this? But I'll leave that. Didn't mean to extend this conversation that long, but I did want to have a little bit of time to discuss that.
No, I would concur with that. We are the executive board of the town, and part of our role is to bring other boards together when there are differences and see if we can't find a common ground, find a solution, whether it's a compromise or a solution that's been better explained, so that we can move forward. So I completely agree with that.
All right, with that, we don't have to adjourn. Next up is the tour of Mill Hill Elementary School. And if I could, Mr. Cullen, are you involved in that? Are we just
Yeah.
heading over there and?
Yeah, we're texting the principal to be there, Phil Dwyer's going there, Sal and I.
Okay.
All right, thank
Okay.
you. Anything else here? I think we can just walk out. I don't think we need to
We asked
adjourn.
Jerry if he'd film it all.
He declined.
Mobile Jerry. All right, so,
All right.
Jerry, just so you're clear, Jerry, we'll be adjourning the meeting over there. We won't be coming back, so you don't have to sit here and
All
wait.
right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right.